We are back. Yes, I'm sorry it's been a bit of a while, but YouTube, we are here to stay now. Trust me, I've got the top 5 SMGs to be using in Rebirth Island right now after the update. So trust me, you want to watch all of them. All of these guns are absolutely peppery. You want to try these loadouts out. And comment down below if you disagree or you do agree. And make sure to chuck a thumbs up and subscribe. We're going to get straight into the video now. Coming 5th place is the Milano. This is my favourite SMG to be using right now in Rebirth, as it's so easy to use. There's next to no recoil on it. Literally, it just goes straight up, so really easy to pull down on your trigger, and there you go. You're perfect with it. Also, it's so versatile gun. You can use it as an SMG, a sniper support, or even an AI if you put a 3x optic on it. So it's perfect for anyone at any range. Also, it is perfect for Rebirth because that's what you need. You might have fights where you're on prison roof and people are really close to you, or they're dropping on the other side. With this SMG, you wouldn't even have to change the AR, so it's perfect in that. Also, it actually has nice movement for a Cold War gun, which is really good, and amazing damage profile on this. If you're hitting your shots, you have to be making sure you're hitting your shots with this. It is a perfect gun for you. Also, I'm just going to tell you about the loadout I'm using right now. This is my Milano loadout you should be using. I'm using the agency suppressor, the task force barrel, the microflex LED, the bruiser grip, and the standard 55 round mag. The only other thing you need to know about this is that if you're using a fast mag on this, it kills your ADS speed, so don't use it. The bruiser grip is perfect for movement and accuracy. You could use a radar stock if you had to, but it's up to you. Also, you could use a different optic if you really want to, or iron sights. It's all up to you. On to the next SMG. Coming 4th place is the OTS-9. This is probably one of my favourite guns for movement. The movement on this gun is absolutely crazy. You can build it so many different ways. You can actually have it with no stock, so the movement is absolutely mad. You're breaking cameras left, right, and center. So if you're that type of person, this is the gun for you. Trust me about it. It has a great TTK up close, what is unreal. What is hard to find with SMGs at the moment, with all the nerfs coming up. Has next to no recoil on this. Also, it's actually decent at range for an SMG too. But the only downfall, what you need to realize, is only a 40 round mag. So you have to pick and choose your fights, what you find. You can't just rush a 4-man squad. You'll get absolutely peppered. I'm going to show you the loadout right now. This is my OTS class. I'm using the Groove Suppressor, Task Force Barrel, Tiger Team Spotlight, the KGB Skeleton Stock, and the 40 round fast mag. This is perfect. The other thing you could try if you really wanted to is take the skeleton stock off and put it to no stock, just to maximize that mobility. But I think this is perfect how it is right now. So on to the next gun. Coming 3rd place is the well gun. This gun has actually been really surprising for me. I thought they nerfed it into the ground, but actually it's still so good to be using right now. I'm using this a lot with sniper support or even with an AR. The only bad thing about it is it's only a 40 round mag, unless if you want to change it and you don't get the fire rate or the damage profile on it. But has a really good TTK up front with it. The fire rate is actually really rapid, and the damage on this is actually crazy at range. It's a bit like the Milano. You could use it a bit longer range, and it has next to no recoil. It has a little bit of a bounce to it, but that's all like Vanguard guns. I'm going to show you the loadout right now. This is my well gun build, and just quickly, I stream over on Twitch, link in bio if you want to come over there, and I'm using this gun all the time, and too many people gas me up with this, so trust me, you want to give this loadout a go. I'm using a recoil booster, I'm using the 320 Sheridan barrel, I'm using the slight reflector. I think any optic, if whatever one you really like at the time, this is my preference on this gun. I use a remove stock just for the extra mobility, because this gun has a 40 round mag and you need mobility to get in and out of fights. I'm using a skeleton underbarrel, the 40 round mag, the hollow point. I know it's been nerfed, but it still seems to be hitting with this gun for some reason. I'm using the fabric grip for that extra ADS speed. I'm using the feet and quick just to be a real mobility demon with this, so trust me, you want to give this loadout a gun. On to the next gun. Coming 2nd place is the MP40. Yes, I know they've nerfed it, but it's still there. It's still a movement king. It's still rapid fire, unreal. TTK up close with the short barrel still on it. Yes, I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, you need to try other guns, but trust me, with this gun, it's still unreal. So easy to use, next to no recoil. I've changed my loadout slightly just to see if I can improve it from the nerfs, but you need to give this gun a go if you haven't, or if you've gone off it, come back to it. You'll be a demon in Rebirth again. Try this loadout out. I'll show you it right now. This is my MP40 build. I've changed a few things around, but I still think you're going to like it. I'm using a recoil booster, the VDD short barrel. I'm using a slight reflector on this now. I'm using the folded stock. You could use no stock if you really wanted to, but perfect for me, I think, with the folded. You could use skeleton stock on this. It's perfect for the added ADS speed on this. I'm using the 45 Gorenka rounds. I'm using lengthen on this because I used to use this as a sniper support and it's still pretty good at it. I'm using the fabric grip just to get that added ADS speed. I'm using steady and quick on this, and trust me, you really want to use this gun. It absolutely beams at decent range and up close, so trust me. On to the next one. Coming first place for the best SMG in Rebirth Island is the Owen gun. Yes, I know a lot of people probably might disagree with me, but the Owen gun is a bit of a skill gap gun. Because on the recoil on this, it is bouncy. If you can control this, you're going to be king of Rebirth in that lobby you're playing. It has a great TTK on this, even better damage profile on it. It is decent at mid to close range, I think, on it. Has really good movement too if you're using the right stock on it, and it's just so good. Yes, the only other bad thing about it is the visual side of it. You have the round mag on it, yeah, but you get past it, you get used to it. So trust me, you need to try this loadout out. I'll show you it right now. This is my Owen gun build. This is built to basically help with the recoil bounce on this, so trust me, with this gun you need to give it a go. So I'm using the recoil booster, I'm using the rapid fire barrel, I'm using the down model optic, the first one. I'm using a remove stock just for the added mobility because it's not got a lot of mobility at the start with the Owen gun. I'm using the hand stop just to help with that recoil. I'm using the 72 round mag still. Even when they got nerfed, they're still really good. I'm using hollow point on this. You could use lengthen if you really needed to. I'm using stippled grip because this helps with the recoil bounciness to keep that center on the person you're shooting at. I'm using acrobat and quick just to give it that extra mobility because I use this with the automation and it's perfect together, these two. So trust me, try this loadout out, you won't regret it. Thank you for watching. If you watched this far, make sure you subscribe and like, and I'll see you in a bit.